Troops, the podcast is brought to you by G4 Claims. If you're involved in a road accident that was not your fault, call G4 Claims on 01698 767 172 or visit them at notatfaultclaim.com. The process is completely free and you could keep 100% of your compensation. Also, Troops, we've got new merch out, so we've got a couple of tees and hoodies, and all the designs are hand-drawn by James Jimmy Kelly. What an artist the boy is. So you can go and find all of that and more at reillysgaff.com. Now enjoy the podcast.
Day-to-day the shit change, but you know for the most part nothing indifferent. Sometimes be stuck in my ways, weekend fucked up in somebody's kitchen, sticking my hand, I'm chilling with the troops and my few cans down, so I walk like Winston. Trust me, I wake up hanging, you hang that I'm leaving this bed, you're kidding, I'm sitting on back in the pad, get deep fried and I smoke some packs of the grass, put the feet up, kick back and relaxing at best, know I'm sitting on Reilly's Gaff.
That's what's under here waiting on you, mate.
When I arrive,
the glasses give off a false impression. They say, this man's of no danger to me.
I think they make the Gaff a very playful. Oh my god. I don't know how
Undertaker, mate. Can you do that?
I don't know what it is. I know the Triple H, bro. I'm going to do that.
What are you talking about,
I'm going to do Triple H thing.
You don't. I do it. Do it. No, you really need to do it now. You've committed.
But what about the mics and that?
Oh,
I do
aye,
it like there.
Do it in a safe position, aye. That's a lot of water. Oh, mate, that was good.
Was
mate.
that good?
Aye, that was good.
Is it hard today?
Mate, it's hard. Like, I felt like when I done it when I was a wee guy, I would fucking just shoot a load into the air, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I would just erupt what, but it would all like come back down and hit us in the face.
Aye, see, that was more like the best attachment on your hose, bro. The foggy one. What's that called again? Mist.
Like the lowest setting.
Aye, mate, mist. That was
mist, mate. I'd die for a bit of mist.
Obviously, I was in Barcelona, bro, recently, and I was wanting to talk about something there. So, see that mist shit? Do you know how it's like the most refreshing thing ever? I dropped a can in Barca, and then I picked it up and there was like a wee mist thing coming at it, right? And I was like, I put my mouth at it like that, and I was like, oh, that's heavy refreshing, bro. I was like, try that, and I couldn't do that. Oh, in his face. Like, what I meant, it was like killing me down or something, but I just meant it's like nice of your mouth, mate, so he was pure sticky and all that for ages. But I shotgunned it, mate. That's the first time I've ever done that. Like, no, you stab it.
Oh,
stab
right.
A beer and then like open it at the top like that.
Who you with, mate? The cunt's an American Pie?
Aye, mate. Aye, it was
basically
me, Davey.
Oh,
the American Pie
mate,
mob.
No, Davey.
Oh,
Tell me Davey was there,
you
man.
You know Davey, bro. You know he was like...
Mate, do you know that way I thought, was Davey there? And I was like, aye.
Everybody knows Dave, bro. Racist Dave.
For going to say rapey Dave. That does go. I mean, we're not saying that, mate, if you're listening, but would you be listening?
I don't know, mate. I was a made up guy, mate. There was no Davey there. But do you know who was there, bro? I went to meet a guy, right? I was saying, do you want me to save this name for you, right? I don't even know. He wouldn't see this, would he? He was like a mad cunt that stays in Barca now, but he's a Scottish guy. And he was like kind of known about there for doing bits, right?
Why?
And
I'm listening.
a cunt was like, I'll give you this cunt's number. His name's Johnny Barca. Mate, how good's that, bro?
Johnny Barca.
Johnny Barca. They're smashing it, mate. Doing bits, know what I mean? And so we were going to go to meet him, right? But we were sitting eating patatas bravas, right? And our cunt was like, when we got to meet that Johnny Bravas? Mate, how good's that name, bro?
Johnny Bravas!
Because it's like still kind of Barca, know what I mean? Because Bravas is like...
They go hand in hand,
mate.
the Bravas and Barca, mate.
Mate, that's what it is.
You can't walk 10 minutes without getting some Bravas in Barca.
Mate, Johnny Bravas.
Where they get Johnny Bravas? Oh, man.
Aye, but what
class.
have you been up to anyway, bro?
Mate, I've been listening to a lot of books about the Mongols.
Oh, yes. Yes, do you want to just
bro.
take all the best parts of the books and just put them in here?
Right, okay.
And then they're like ours.
My favourite bits. First, a story about loyalty.
Okay.
Let me get a drink.
Loyalty. Did you mean that, bro?
My mother's life, no. Can I get a napkin and that? Trips, this is, we're live! This is live TV! Mate, that went up my nose, man.
Mate, we've used too much of this already. We usually don't need to use a bit of blue for a good while on the podcast.
Mate, we've not been on in a while, mate.
I know, mate. And
shaky and that drap things, innit?
Mate, we've got another surprise before
Mate,
you
I
talk.
know, mate. Before I tell you about the Mongols,
Let's tell you about this Mongol.
go to the resident Mongol.
Joseph's back.
Joseph's back.
Yes.
Good to have you back, brother.
Good to be in this corner, man. I'm at the lab at the
I know,
Yeah.
mate. That suits you like the Wizard of Oz there, man.
You're cooking some stuff up, bro. Cooking up some magic.
there's
And
a shit here.
you get your provisions and everything, mate. I love it.
Whipping it up, man. Joe boy back for an episode, man.
Back for one night and one night
Our
only.
producer Jamie Wood. Well,
he's
I
in-
wasn't wanting to tell you this actually, but Jamie Wood has been
Arrested.
done for bestiality porn on his computer,
And he had saved them all, which was weird.
and he'd saved them all. And what he was doing was, you know, we can't really get into it. What he was saying was
Allegedly.
allegedly, what he was doing was putting me and Jamie's faces onto the animals.
Aye. And I don't want to get any specifics of what the animals were and stuff like that, but
It'll all come out, I suppose.
the pigeons were doing some bad stuff, bro.
Mate, talking about the pigeons before we go into the Mongols, if we ever go into the Mongols, mate. You know what season it is, boys? Do you know what season it is again?
Spring. Summer.
No,
summer
mate.
yet, no.
Think about me. What do you think about when you think about me? Think of maybe the creatures that I would be associated with.
Pigeons for hating them, horses for loving them,
What do we always discuss on the podcast?
the seagulls, bro.
The fucking gulls, mate.
The
isn't it?
gulls.
Boys,
Goal season, man.
it's nesting season,
Oh
man.
no, mate.
I've been getting messages, man. The people of Glasgow have been terrorised. I got a message today. A young girl in Cumbernauld was pecked in the head, had to run in a shop to hide.
Oh my god. So they're causing they're up to their usual havoc, bro.
It's gull season, mate, and it's nesting season. So the normal announcement does go out. Avoid flat top buildings. That is where these creatures, these violent creatures, like to fucking.
They don't care about you.
They don't think about it.
No.
Look at it. Next time you see a seagull, look at it. What do you think that's thinking about?
Mate.
Nothing apart from murder and scran.
Mate, see, since you said the words in this podcast, they have somebody said remorse and you done. They have none, bro.
No, they
That's
don't.
like the most. Like they don't have any morals. They are like hitmen for hire, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you see them and they've got like red on their beak and they've got blood. They've got mad red eyes darting about.
But they never look deterred for the mission. Do you know what I mean? They never look like. You never see a seagull limping.
No, mate, they're ready to go.
They don't even think about no being ready. They're just like, oh, I've got like. You might see one with like a dent in its head, blood all over it, and it's still like that. Where's the chips?
Charging about. You
Where's
never
the
see like an
chips?
old one, like a slower one.
No.
They're always primed. They're ready for action, bro. No. They're like apex predators of the concrete jungle.
Oh, mate, I almost respect them, but we'll see what happens this nesting season. But
Aye.
if we go on to the main man, Genghis Khan.
Oh,
Now I've heard a lot about Genghis Khan. Apparently they're all related to old Jingle.
aye. We're all good pals.
Jingles, and we're all good pals. He actually done it through rape.
Oh.
So raping of, and I was saying this to somebody. I was like, see when you hear about like, so in this book, if they're saying, oh, and they went and raped all the women and done this and done that, see, cause there's no pictures of these people. It's just mad drawings and that. You know what I mean? That it's that far back, you'll never see them as a human. You're just seeing them as a drawing. You're kind of like, that's just what happened then, mate. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Rip everyone. How do you think you had sex, mate? I did it. Know what I mean?
That's how you go birds, bro.
But now if you hear about it, you're like, fuck, that's
Mate,
terrible.
And when you think about it, is it like 13% of the world's related to them or something?
I think it's like everybody or something.
Is it? Everybody's got something.
Aye, everybody.
Traces it, man. You've just got
Aye,
traces.
everybody, like, if you go that far
But
back.
they didn't reach like South America or anything. So
No,
like,
but, mate, But this guy, man, he's fucking incredible. Like, as I was saying a story about loyalty.
Right, yep, sorry.
So he was like warring with his brother to become Khan, which is like the king, basically. He was like warring with his brother. It was sort of between they two, and they had their own wee divisions of the tribe sort of thing. And then they were sort of battling over who could be the main leader.
Right, okay.
So he's like that, like, it's came to it, I need to fucking do my brother in here, I need to kill my brother. So somehow he go into his camp and people, no, sorry, he didn't even orchestrate this. Some of his brothers, sort of main guys, basically like ratted him out, like took him to big
Genghis, bro.
to big Genghis.
You can't do that.
And they took him, so like these 4 cunts, so they've pure helped him, right?
Aye.
They've been like pure, right?
But they were like the brothers' right hand men.
Aye, they were like pure close people to him, so they brought him to him. They've pure ratted his brother, so obviously he's happy about that. Doesn't kill their brother, kills the 4 people that are sitting in front of him that have just brought him to him, because he's like, I can't have you with us.
No.
Like this is loyalty. Like, even though you've done me a favour, you don't disobey your leader like that. So he just fucking slaughtered them in front of him.
No, it's mad. Like, they were dead like either way.
Aye.
Like, see if they were like, no, I'll go protect our mad guy, you know, and they done that, the cunt would have just charged in and fucking bludgeoned every cunt.
Aye.
And then they're like, right, how can we get out of this? Right, we'll snake our guy and we'll take them to him.
Aye.
And he's like, bad news trips.
No,
like,
no,
you can't be doing that shit.
It's a lose-lose scenario for you,
Aye,
you
mate.
folks, mate. But the best part of this book, like, it's so crazy. I never realised how sophisticated their methods were of war. Like, I didn't think like they were doing like propaganda. Like, they actually mastered propaganda, mate.
Actual?
Like, mate, so what they would do is, right, they would go and invade a place, right, and they would just slaughter fucking most cunts, right? And if anybody had like a trade that was pure unusual or like very helpful, they would be like, you can stay, like, we're no killing you, you're joining us now.
They picking a team,
Aye,
line up.
and say like chroniclers at that time, like people that were like taking notes of things and shit.
Aye.
He would be like, right, the ones that were in that place invaded, he'd be like, right, use the next place that got invaded, but like that, right, you need to go there and tell them we done the most insane shit to these people, like pure chopped their heads off and were running about with them, like just the most insane shit you can think of. You need to go, they were doing insane shit, but he was like, you need to like exaggerate it and make it sound like these people are beasts, like build them up as like something insane.
Aye.
And then they would go there, so they would go there and be like, here, the Mongols are coming, mate, like they're 10, 15 away.
And you see them all coming there like, how we
and they're like, they're coming, right? I know they're coming, they just invaded our place. This is what they done. This. And then by that, like, as soon as they hear that, they're beat already.
Aye. That's
Like, they're
mad,
done.
mate. That's clever.
Mate, it's so clever.
Aye.
See the way they went about shit, it was insane, man. It was insane. Like, he would send letters to the place he was going to invade
Ransack.
and be like that, just getting white, just be like that. We are gonna actually smash fuck you every one of yous, right? Here's what we want. Like, mate, he done that, right? There was a place that he was trying to invade. I can't, maybe somewhere near China. There was a place he was going to invade, and he went, like, he was like that, right, I'm writing a letter to them, because the place that he was trying to invade had a lot more people than their tribe, so he was like worried about the numbers, just sheer numbers of the other place.
Like Tibet or something, like pure huge.
It was a big place. So he was like trying to think a way around that. So he was like, he wrote him a letter and he was like, we're coming in to actual slaughter yous, right? Yous are fucked, basically. We are coming. But he would always say, like, by the wrath of God, like, that's who's sent him.
So wait, because I know that quote, right? So it's oh no,
It's
mate.
something about, like,
it was
you must have done sinned.
You will pay for your sins by, or God wouldn't have sent a heathen of me, the heathen of me to get you.
Yeah,
But mate, I pure heard that quote in my head because I've heard that so much and I'd fucked up.
Mate, so...
Pure shite at us,
Don't
bro.
worry about it. So... He would send so he was sending them letters like, yous are getting fucking done in, you fucking bams, right? And he was like, but here's, you know what? See if yous do this for us. It's sound. We won't.
Mm-hmm.
So he requested to get other like animals, like their birds, cats, like things like that, just mad animals, right? And then he got them. So they were like, right, sound. They gave them, and then they took them to the edge of the city, lit them on fire, knowing that their instinct would take them back into that city, and the whole city just burned to the ground.
Mate, that's mental, bro.
How
for
insane
a
is
military tactic, like how nuts do you need to be to think that
Mate,
is effective?
it's
Like,
insane.
it's obviously heavy effective.
It's
Mate,
insane.
have you heard the mad thing? Like one of the things I know about them is they owned horses for when they were like born near enough, and then by the time they were 8, they were like mad like masters on horses. Like they were the horsemen, you know what I mean? And then, but what they also done, they had like 200-pound bows that could shoot for fucking ages.
Because of the weight or something.
Aye, and like, because you're just pulling it back that far and it's fucking springing away. And they used to be able, it's heavy, hard to do that, storing still and taking ages, but they could do it while they were on their horses. And it was because they timed it so that it was while like the horse's 4 legs were off the ground, so they can go and it'll fucking go straight as an arrow, bro, and just wipe. Like back then, obviously now you've got cunts doing drive-bys, not, but back then, mate, that's the first drive-by.
Aye, the first ever drive-by.
Imagine there's no even like motors, cunts just trot about on donkeys and all that, mate, and the Mongols come by and they're shooting mad things at fucking 40 mile an hour to your head, mate. You'd be like, what is actually going on here?
It must be them like seeing them coming, because they would do shit like they would go in. What they would do is as well, when they got to like Europe and shit, they done this thing where they would go in and almost just get a chase, right? Because the Europeans would have knights, right? So it was heavy armour and that on the horses. They had big, massive horses, like strong horses.
Aye.
But the Mongols travelled pure light. So what they would do is they would go in and sort of like be like, right, that's us here, and then retreat. And they knew that the horse behind it, like that was chasing it, would tire out before theirs. So then they've no got an animal now, and then they've all got horses, and like, you know, and do you know what I mean?
They just do a U-turn?
But they just like, they'll just keep chasing the Mongols until it tires out. So by the time it tires out, they're fine. So they just turn back round and go, right, yous are getting it now. Do you know what I mean? Or with the fucking arrows and shit.
Mate, aye, yeah, it's fucking mental. Genghis the goat.
Oh, the goat, bro.
The goat of military
Genghis
strategy.
Khan. But I don't know. There's like, who else? Like Caesar and that? Was he no
Alexander
military guy?
the Great.
Aye, Alexander, conquered the world. No, but mate, the best part of that book, which I just thought was absolutely insane, right, was, I think it's when he becomes a Khan, right? When he becomes the Khan,
Top G.
he's like dealing with shit and he's doing really well at it, but his brother he fucks something up. He sends him to do something, he fucks it up, or he does something bad that annoys him. So he immediately he's like, I'm taking all your men off you, all your land, all that. Like, he just takes everything off him, right? And he leaves his brother with like nothing,
penniless, aye.
right? So this goes on for a few days. Mate, he kidnapped him, I'm sure. Like, he had him kidnapped in his house or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then, like, obviously this is going on for like 2-3 days, right? And so Genghis Khan's maw, who is like obviously both of their maws, his maw is like an old woman by this point, like old, right? And it said, right, I could not believe when I was hearing this, it said in like the middle of the night, she ran in with her tits out, right?
Nice.
Ran in and was like that to Genghis Khan. You both sucked these, and it says like her tits were that saggy and old that they were hitting her legs, and she had to scoop them up off her legs, and she was going, you both sucked these tits, like as if like
it's meaningful,
as if like yous are no better than each other. Yous both sucked these bad boys.
Suck these fucking.
Look at them, you sucked the life out of them.
A bit with them, that.
Like a fucking deflated lilo, man.
Do you think like back then, like, know how we're saying like that's just what you do, mad unethical shit was just what happened? Do you think like they still loved their maws and that?
Aye, I think so, but it was
like that's something that's never went away. It's instinct, innit?
No, it's a mad. But mate, I was thinking like, imagine you and like your brother are fighting or something, or your sister or that, and your maw runs in with her tits like, right, you two, you used to both suck these, right? Just get to your fucking bed.
I mean, that would happen. I can imagine that happening.
That would work. I would be
traumatised or something,
traumatised.
mate. Doing Presswick, Moncton roundabout, mate.
Oh, that's happening.
Mate, that's definitely
happening somewhere.
Mate, do you know it's kind of similar, like, just on the topic of, like, terrible guys, you know, like Ivan the Terrible?
I don't know much about him.
Is it
Some people try and call me that.
Is it? Oh, really? Evan? Oh, right. Aye.
Ivan.
Ivan the Terrible. But do you know what he done, mate? It was something like this, right? I might not have all the facts, but he fucking got a house designed by an architect, his house. And then when the architect was done designing it, it was like, that's the best house when it was built. It's the best house he's ever seen. So he gouged the cunt's eyes out so he could never make another one. So he never made another house, bro.
Mate, that's quite hard at the same time though. That is quite cool.
Mate, you don't get the name.
That is quite a cool thing to do.
Did you think so?
What'd you think, Joe?
Gouging it, man.
Or they made a
These
stab.
ain't horns or a spoon or something.
I made a hank the way, like,
spoon?
when you see a spoon.
Let me get my spoon. Sandra,
Get the spoons.
Get the spoons.
Aye, not a hank. It was these bear horns. Like, see when you see it depicted in that, it's like getting right in there, mate. I think cunts that have got that mad. See, like even like Genghis Khan and that, they've just got that evil mad energy, bro. That unfettered will to be in control of everything.
But what I will say is, right, and I realised this in this book, I think, right, environments like that create people like that. Like he wasn't, like, nobody in that whole tribe was going to be a pure, like could come in here and get a laugh with us, know what I mean? We've got a Mongol on the podcast this week.
Mate, it'd be cool, but
Matt, we'll get Genghis Khan's on the podcast.
get any good guests coming up, bro?
Can I be Genghis Khan coming on this and you can interview me?
Aye, right, let's do it now,
I'll
right.
take the headphones off.
Is it Genghis, by the way?
Genghis, aye.
Is that what they call it? 'Cause I've always heard.
It's official.
Aye, I've
It's
also.
a fish. That's a fish.
Right, what we're doing here is Evan's getting his drawers off. Right, wait there.
Alright.
Right, so my introducing Genghis Khan. Genghis, right? So, what's happening, troops? Welcome to the podcast. We've got a fucking legend of the game today. Oh, what the fuck have you done, Genghis?
I think it just came out a wee bit. That plug.
This fucking
What even
guy,
one
man.
was it that went up?
This fucking guy, the one looking
I see
right
that
at
one
me.
hanging after.
Oh, something.
I think it will just go straight back.
There we
on
go.
anyway.
Right,
Nice.
take two. What's happening, troops? Welcome to Reilly's Gaff. We've got a legend of the game on the day. We've got Genghis Khan. Welcome, Genghis. Sorry, as I've recently learned your name is. Welcome to the podcast, mate. How's things? How are the raids going? You can wear them if you want, mate. It's just so you can hear me a bit better. I'm just. Aye. That's. Yeah, I don't think that's far away from what it would be like.
Hello.
Genghis. So
He would have a deep voice. He would,
mate, you sound like a Star Wars villain, bro. You sounded like when Darth Vader takes his hat off and he's just a wee old man.
Wee ball.
How mad's that bit when like Darth Vader's
Want
just
me
a
to-
lovely little
want
old
me to
man?
tell you something? Never seen a Star Wars.
Never once, bro.
Not one.
Joe, you've seen all
Not
of
even
them.
one.
You seen all of them?
Aye, man.
I don't have anything against it. I've just never been there.
I've seen like the three
I've
ones.
got a lot of things like that. Like Lion King, you seen that?
Aye, obviously, bro.
Never seen it.
I was going to tell a story about Lion King, but I can't. I'll save it for the.
Is that a spoiler? It's been out for about 30 years, mate. It's
70
alright.
years or something.
I will get over it.
No, it's something like I'll tell you in the bone zone, bro. I'll tell you in the. Alright, at the end of this, we'll be gone for half an hour onto Patreon for
Aye.
stories that we can't tell. So
Lion King.
I think
the Lion King stories, bro.
If you
Come on,
want to hear what happens to the Lion King, sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/.
Spoiler alert.
Reilly's Gaff. I think. Right, boys, it's almost taps off weather, so we've teamed up with Signature Clinic to get your summer bod ready. They're the UK's fastest growing cosmetic surgery clinic with 7 clinics across the UK, including one in Glasgow, offering around 50 different procedures. They're the leading clinic in the UK for gynecomastia treatments. Can't believe I just said that right. This is a male chest reduction where stubborn fat is removed from behind the nipple/chest area, getting rid of what they call man boobs in some parts, and it gives you a flatter chest. This is a common conditioning, guys, which might leave them feeling too embarrassed to take their top off, but it can be an easy fix with this surgical treatment. You can find loads of unreal before and afters on their Instagram at Signature Clinic UK. We'll put it in our description as well. If you want to see the results for yourself before you jump in, they've even had people like Jay Gardner from Geordie Shore and Tom Powell from Love Island, and you know they only let the beautiful people in these shows, guys. And if you want to sort yourself out, it might be the thing to do. There might be something in your body that you're feeling a bit insecure about, and you shouldn't feel insecure about booking a surgery. If you want it sorted and you're going to feel better for sorting it, who's anybody to judge you? So we've got a very own discount code for you to use, Gaff 100, but it's just GAF 100, so it's GAF 100, and this gets you £100 off any surgery with them. They offer all sorts of procedures such as otoplasty, eyelid reductions, and buccal fat pad removal. And it's not just for guys, obviously our audience is mainly guys, so we're kind of talking to you, but girls, feel free to get yourself down there as well. I mean, I think it is predominantly girls that use the service, but we're here to tell guys, like, don't feel insecure about booking it. If you want to do it, you go and do it. And then obviously girls, it's more popular with girls. I know the buccal fat pad removal is popular. I see that quite a lot. So and Troops, they offer free consultations, so if you're not too sure and you just want to talk to somebody, it's free. There's no obligations. Just click the link in the description to book yours now. Please be aware that you must be 18 or over to inquire with them. Cheers. Molly's meal prep. Wow. Food, we all need it. Can't live with it, can't live without it, as the saying goes. It's a pain in the arse making food, especially if you've got work in that, innit? You get work, you can't be arsed making fuck all. Just want to go home and fucking chill out. But Molly's here to save the day. So for this month, the standard meals are chicken satay with rice and veg, chipotle chicken with rice and peas / corn ribs. Wow. Barbecue chicken mac and cheese, which I've had it, it's fucking banging. Beef enchiladas. Red pesto halloumi pasta. For the breakfast stuff, she's got Biscoff overnight oats, Bueno protein overnight oats. Molly, send the boys some fucking Bueno. Healthy fry up, and then all the high protein meals as well. It's just all the standard meals with a bigger portion. So, Troops, to order at Molly's Meal Preps on Instagram, tell her Reilly's Gaff sent you, and you're going to get 2 free breakfast items with your first order, and there's a minimum order of 5 standard meals. So, Troops, get in touch with Molly. Get some food in your belly. I mean, how long we done?
25 minutes.
Should we go on to the famous?
Oh, mate. Of course, man.
Oh, bro.
Bro. So that's a wee inside joke.
That's why now all your pals, what? Now you're with your pals and just things come up.
Oh, the fucking mail back now. I can't go on a
that's
bit
for
like...
the Patreon. We need the mushy talk for the Patreon, baby. It needs to be.
It couldn't be, mate. For our future jobs,
for our life.
Aye.
For our children.
That needs to be
For our children.
that needs to be paid content, bro.
Aye. I mean,
but the Pavilion Festival, bro. So the video, you should have seen it last week.
Aye, it would have been out by now, aye.
So do you want to talk about that, mate? About the weekend in general, mate? Because we we manufactured the best weekend ever, didn't we?
I think it was the best weekend ever.
Do you think so, bro?
I think it's got to be well up there.
Aye, mate, easily. Like, we had it, as I said, we manufactured this, mate. Like, we were like, right, we'll do that and we'll do this and it's not like we had a mad like itineraries planned over there, like we're going mini golf and that, but it was just like,
it was like, we'll smoke a joint and then we'll smoke a vape and then we'll go down there and get something to eat
and then we'll smoke a joint,
another joint and then the vape
vape joint.
Aye.
Vape.
Mate, we actually orchestrated that. Like with this weekend, we knew the potential of, and it exceeded the expectations.
So we had a day off Friday. Well, no, we finished early on the Friday. Joseph was with us, finished early, and headed down to Craig Tara.
Right. But the thing is, right? Obviously, James Kelly chomping at the bit, 100%.
Sorry.
Couple of days before, I got a call for James Kelly, and he's like, mate, I'm working in here, so I'll probably just get you done now. I'm like, you fucking bastard.
No, mate, it was the day before, because I don't know where I'm working till the day before.
Right, day before.
But then in my head, I was like, right, I'll get on myself a little pack the night before, and then...
Mate, that's how excited we were. What we need to make clear is, obviously Pavilion was amazing, right? Obviously it was a humongous part of how good that weekend was, but we were excited for a lot more than that for that weekend. That was just like that
was the reason to be there.
That was the main reason, but we just, you know how it goes, you You spread your seed, don't you?
Oh, yeah, because I was just thinking, wait, this thing's in air. My ma's rents out a caravan in air, so we could go to that, and then Joseph's got to be ways because he was helping us with Pavilion and that, and I was like, wait, pure now stuff just starts clicking in your head. We were talking about it before, and I remember I said to you, mate, I said, I hope I've no hyped this up too much because you'd never been to Craig Tara before.
Oh no, look, last time I was in a caravan, like I remember, I think I picked Joe up and I was pure, so what do you do again? It's all like shops, isn't it? Like, didn't he, like the last time I was at a caravan, I think I was like 4 or something, so I can't remember.
Was it at like one of the shitey ones that's only got a shower in the middle?
It wasn't Craig Tara, it was in Carlisle somewhere.
Aye, shithole probably, bro.
I think so.
Probably, mate. Was it Haggerston Castle or something?
Mate, I was 4.
Mate, I know all the caravan parks,
know,
bro.
mate,
Berwick, bro.
Berwick, aye. Would it have been Berwick if it's on like the border?
Aye, would
'Cause
have been
that's, like,
Berwick,
right
you're
on the
right,
border.
mate. Aye, that's a
Don't think
Nah.
Is it?
That's why cunts go to fish and all that, bro. We were there for a fucking rave.
Mate, I was fishing my corners of birds now.
But, mate, do you want to... Mate, but do you want to talk about it like...
Chronologically,
mate?
I think we should run through it because we need to.
Aye,
We almost need to.
Right, so I'll take... Right, so we're heading down there, right? I was walking in air, as we've said, right? And I was fucking 20 minutes away from the caravan. I've all packed and all that, got all my fucking essentials, got all the provisions, and I fucking start just shooting down there. I phone you straight away. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking close. I'm getting there, mate. And I was just going, I was talking to you about like all this mad shit. And I think that's when I said to you, I hope I've not hyped up too much.
Aye.
And I was like, I know in my head that the conditions of this weekend could make it amazing or heavy shite. Because you could have got there, bro, and been like, what the fuck is this you brought me to?
I just need somewhere warm, mate. And mate, but the thing is, when we go there, obviously I got a phone call for Jamie Kelly. Mate, I've had 5 wanks. I'm like, mate, I'm like, what? So weird, bro. No, he had five joints, 3 shibbles,
2 wanks,
2 shites, 1 wank.
In a row.
Aye, that in that order.
Aye. No, but I shot down there, and like my ma was still there. She was like cleaning it up and that. And I was doing heavy early because I finished heavy early, and I was like pure buzzing to just be in a caravan myself. Like I smoked a joint because I had like.
It is nice round it though. It is because I hadn't been, and it was like the scenery was nice, mate.
Aye, like I went a wee walk down the beach, so I just sit myself like that. No, it was good, mate. But then when yous two came, because yous two came together, obviously.
Rocked hard. Me and Joe were. When we actually rock hard the full car journey,
The full rodeo, man.
and we both had jeans on, so it was like a compressed for us.
Oh no, it was just like it was fighting against.
I was like sore.
Getting pure uncomfy. No, but yous came down. And then, do you want to take it for there? Like, what was so you're driving in.
So I picked Joe up, but you've got to understand for me, James, before we went here, it was a bit of the unknown for me, because you're like, mate, we'll get this caravan. And we were off, like, we went down on Friday, and we were off, like, obviously, like Friday night, basically, Saturday, Sunday, and then just went home at like 1 on the Monday or something, didn't we? So we had like a good cut. It wasn't like we were there for a night or something. We were parking our slabs there for a while. You know what I mean?
I mean that van didn't get touched, bro.
Oh, but I remember like going and thinking like, I remember I kept asking what Joe. I think I felt like I was like, so is it good in it? Like I just kept your pinging wee questions.
Papa John's and that. Papa John's.
Mate, he's the worst cunt to ask it like that. I know. They just feel like, I was like, chippy in that.
Well, that was true, but
it was true.
He was like, all sorts, mate. I'm like, fucking class, man. We're in a place we can just do what we sort of want for a good couple of days, and there's just multiple scran options, like a 2-minute walk,
and like an arcade, and a beach,
lots of fun. And I remember pulling in and. Runet's heavy nice. There's a lot of nice houses in that near Craig Tara. Upsea.
None of your shite, bro.
Nah, CT's fucking packing with the goods.
Like Berwick.
But when I pulled into CT and I could not believe what I was looking about, and I was like, this is it for me. We pulled in, mate, you came out baked at your it's happening, bro.
So excited.
Oh, it's happening, bro. I'm sure you were doing that. I don't even know.
I was cuddling you,
I'm all man. But no, as soon as we got there, man, it was just. I think like what did we do? We like got there and then we just chilled and we're like
kicking the ball about
kicking with the ball. So good, mate.
But I had recently like earlier on that day had a wee walk, and my favourite thing about Craig Tara used to be the go-karts, mate, and I was heavy buzzing for us to like get up on Saturday morning.
First thing.
No, I don't know, just like at one point to go in the go-karts. But then they had got rid of that, and it was just all caravans. And I was like, what the fuck we got to do? But I was walking about, and there was like mind was like zip lines, not. Oh fuck, is that off? Troops, we need to level here. I didn't notice that Genghis Khan came in. He was stomping about, and he's fucked shit up, mate. He's fucked the camera up. So my footage was probably just me like this, not for a wee bit there. That's what we've kind of decided today. But you were talking about your CT experience, bro.
So we arrived, obviously excitement's in the air. I've never been down CT, I've never been down the Field of Dreams.
And we had a big weekend like planned. Like, I mind us saying like this is the probability meter of this being the most amazing thing ever is
Very high. Very high.
Aye, but Friday was more like chilled out, wasn't it? We done a podcast for the Patreon.
Aye, we done like an audio only sitting with the mics on the caravan couch, man. It was delightful.
It was
mate.
magical.
But I remember like see even before that when we went down and got a Papa John's.
Oh mate.
Craig Tara's the one, by the way. Like, but see when I took that first walk down, because I was like, oh, have we got in the shops and that? And you're like,
Aye.
let's go, mate. I was
We
like,
can go, and it was a mad other mate. There was like
it's
zip
like
lines.
it's another world in there, bro.
Aye.
It's that's the life for me, I think, in the caravan.
Aye, definitely.
I
I mean,
think so.
I think we could have like see if we. I think you said something to me after it, like if we made our dinner a couple of nights, like if we bought shopman and make our dinner, we could stay there for like 7 years.
I think so. Aye.
Like we would get, because we would thrive in that environment. I think like us sitting with the mics on the wee couch, like us three in our caravan together. It was like that is how go.
It would either be the best decision we've ever made or the absolute worst decision we would ever make.
Either way, it'd be hilarious.
It'd be-
but
All you need is rolls, man. Is it all my
Rolls.
oh mate,
Okay.
on the last day, I know I was fucking.
Mate, I'm starving the new man. G4 didn't let us use the microwave,
I'm
man.
calling you out, Greg.
Aye, come on, man. We come up here and for dinner, guys.
Like this is the only
I'm
place
starving.
I've got access to a microwave.
We're trying to heat it up with the lights for the camera.
Still staying in a tent, know what I mean? In the house, I need to eat here.
Terrible, man.
But aye, so I was going to say about Papa John's. I'm sure you were saying something. You got at Papa John's. You get any mushy pizzas? And I feel laughing about that. Like there's hundreds of wee bits of
Mate,
part of that
but
for weekend.
see, like my walk down, like discovering it all, like got to the wee shop and that thing going down, and I remember like turning this corner and just seeing a field of like, just an absolute school of like youths, mate,
Aye.
like 10,
A murder of
all
10
wearing
year
like
olds.
fit boss, like their team strips and running about and screaming, and like one wee guy running up, like there's just like pure groups of like,
There's a mad
they're all
weird
just,
energy.
aye, there's a pure.
It takes
it's-
you back, but like
It's like
mate,
an ancient. It's like the ancient tribes all together again. Do you know what I mean? Pure. Oh, who was that? No, do you know what I mean?
It's tribalistic.
They all like, because I feel like. And
They're
I
kicking
was,
balls at each
mate, and I
other.
was saying to you, man, Craig Tara. Honestly, mate, see when I walked through the arcade and that, Craig Tara, the wee restaurant and that, you could easily fall in love with Craig Tara. That's what I say.
Well, mate,
Easily.
I've been a Craig Tara veteran for
Talk us through your experience.
for
mate.
years, mate. Me and Joe, we used to go down all the time, mate.
How-
And it's like enticing. It's like you don't know what's going to happen. It's a bit chaotic in that. So like, see if you're 13, you're down there, you're getting your nips up,
Yes.
as we did, and you meet this other lassie. She's fae. Irvin. What's happening? You're right, that. Talking
right,
away,
that.
mate. What a shot, like going to the arcade and it's the glitz and the glamour. It's like the Wayne version of like a casino. It's a Wayne version of being in Las Vegas, bro.
Bro, Craig Tara is the kids' Las Vegas.
The kids' Las
That's
Vegas.
because I would be.
Because
I know,
money can be made,
mate,
bro.
I know. Mate, see if I was there when I was a youngster, I would be down there making a lot of eye contact with a lot of girls, mate.
Aye, mate, because
I would
that's...
have been, mate. I would have been pure.
Aye. The Tense John stuff.
And like kidding on, it was like you were just kind of looking at them normally.
Here, why you say something? That's kid on. I said something heavy funny. In that.
Watch this. Ha! Shut up!
Yeah. Do you see her name was Amanda? Eh?
Amanda, you're stinking.
Mate, you're
You should
actually
be sure.
dropping Riz, bro.
Oh, mate, how funny was your Riz as a young man? Honestly, the worst things ever.
Running about fucking slapping lassies and all that.
Did you ever,
fucking hair,
did
man.
you ever do anything like really gay, mate? Like really like to the bone, like a poem or something? Did you ever
Oh,
do it?
mate, like,
Were you a love
mate,
bug?
I
Were you a
was,
lo-
no,
yeah.
right, I'll tell you.
I think I done a poem maybe once or twice.
I never done anything like
It's,
that, right?
a poem is
Mate.
a lot the line with a poem, bro.
Oh, mate, you can
a
go.
poem, mate.
The line between poetry and comedy is so,
No.
like, embarrassing comedy.
You're like the thing with a poem is you're taking a humongous risk. It's either going to pay off. It's either going to make them go, "Oh my god!"
Aye, but how? Like,
He knows me.
Think about your creativity as a wee guy, but it would just been like red like a rose as the love that burns and all, like, like
I like football. You like dancing.
why don't we go a bit of trancing?
Why don't we try wanking?
No, but
Mate,
I was
I'd use
going to
that
say,
right
mate,
now.
when I was a wee guy, I used to do mad shit, right? Like, I used to like I was a pure sad wee guy, right? I had no pals when I was heavy young and that, right? I actually didn't.
Why?
And
Why?
I don't know,
Why
like,
do you think that is?
I don't know. No, I moved away a lot in that. So I was like, I don't know.
Journeyman?
But I was just like, I was a journeyman, bro. I was like an Elka or something. But I just used to like, it was just me with that.
Oh, mate, I thought it
Was
was
that
fucking the building was falling in there or something.
No, but mate, I used to do this one thing, if you remember, right?
Tell
Like, I
me.
used to pure kid on, I was in films and that.
What do you mean?
Like, I would like, so I had a little bird when I was like 8, right? And I would like, see when it was raining, I'd like psycho air house and that.
Oh, like you romanticise your life, mate. That's what you do. Like, do you like?
Mate, so much.
Do you see if you're on a train and like you're yourself and you've got earphones in, you're looking at the window? Do you
Mate.
feel like you're in a mad like the start of a movie? and
Mate,
that?
you stick like Suck It and See on when I'm on a train, bro. I'm gonna be
Oh.
picturing I'm in submarine all day, mate.
Aye.
That's it, mate. And like I used to get pure make myself sad and all that, mate. I was a mad weird wee guy, man. I was a wee
Force yourself to be sad?
A tortured soul, bro.
Mate.
I used to like pure talk myself into it.
Like Prince.
A bit
Almost
like
like
Prince.
Prince,
A
aye.
bit like Prince.
You
mate.
are like the late great Prince, mate, and in a
Incarnated.
lot of ways, mate.
the purple and that.
You are the reincarnated late
I mean,
great Prince.
I was just about to sing one of his tunes and the actual audio just went in my head. But anyway, what were we here to talk about, mate?
Aye, done. So, as I was saying, I'd be doing that, making a lot of eye contact, but it definitely is the type of place that you could find yourself falling in love with. As we said, a girl from somewhere you've never even heard of. Where you think Kilbrickton? You're like, what?
Erotic.
Kilbrickton? Where's that? Oh, it's
They're like Kilbricked up. I'm here all week trying to salmon.
Yes, mate.
Anyway,
Aye, but Craig Carra, so we could do get the Papa John's, the pepperoni stuff, crust, margarita, the dip. Come on, the fam. You don't talk to me about the family deal down at Craig Carra, Papa John's.
we've got the punchline peach
Oh,
monster in the fridge.
Mate,
and that.
we were actually. This is like heaven for it. Like, I know people like go to Dubai, right? People like exotic locations such as Barbados and Tenerife.
Aye.
But you know, that is our dream, mate.
Mate.
We don't even need to be anywhere apart from that.
Mate, how amazing. It's like a caravan on like a wee hill of grass next to the sea with a Papa John's, bro. Just us three
Sitting
watching Trailer Park Boys for 6 hours
bait,
straight.
mate. Unbelievable. It was.
We were turning into Trailer Park Boys.
Mate,
a bit.
we
I was
were.
going, it's fucking Evans fucking pissing me right off. The voice, bro.
You fucking pissed me off.
Joe was sitting like bubbles in the corner. And that's Ratchet.
Mate, that was when the mushies hit, but we'll
Oh,
talk about that later.
that's-
Patreon.com. But I fucking, so we're doing there, we get it, blah blah blah. First night, we're just taking it easy, planning a couple of things and that.
Get some tricks up our sleeve.
We've done a podcast obviously for the people on Patreon. Just sharing our thoughts because it was a big day for us, mate.
Aye, we were excited.
Mate,
were amped
we've
up.
been planning this for ages, and I don't know. Like, we were like, we're gonna make this as good as
as
we can make
special
it.
as we like. I was thinking about. We'll move on to the next day, right? In a bit, but I was thinking about it as if it was a holiday. Like I was like, know how when it was like 3 weeks before, I was getting all, I was getting all buzzing for. Like I was like, no, that way
Aye,
when you're
mate,
getting
it was
buzzing
like,
for a
mate,
holiday,
it was
mate.
like Christmas, bro. It was like Christmas.
Genuinely was, mate. On the phone when we were driving to the place. But anyway,
Mate, do you prefer you prefer your birthday to Christmas, eh?
I love Christmas, bro.
No. As I was like, when I was a young man, I'd be like, what you mean? I get presents, then nobody else does. I love that.
Aye.
But then as I got older, the time with your family, the time with your loved ones, the time with your partner,
The food, the wine, the beer.
the food, and most importantly, Jamie, the memories.
Oh, that's it.
But what were we even saying there? The Papa John's.
The mushroom pizza, bro.
Oh, the mushy pizza. But what were you saying about like the night before? Like,
And the night before was all just about getting buzzing for the Pavilion Festival 2023 video. Like we were so buzzing for this, mate. Like for ages, weren't we? We were heavy looking forward to it. So, what's your thinking like on the morning?
oh,
the morning of,
the morning, mate. Do you know I woke up with a fucking belter of a spot on my left cheek, and I was like,
mate. So
today
of all days,
of all the days,
come on.
I've not had a spot in about, don't know, 3 weeks before that.
Aye, mate.
I had a 3
mate,
week
do you remember
run,
I
bro.
had the exact same spot?
Maybe it was like a blood brothers thing.
Aye, it was, mate.
Did Joe had one or no? Actually, we all woke up with like Harry Potter, man. The scar.
Joe had one on the other cheeks. He's had Antichrist.
Oh, aye, definitely.
But Joe, I want to talk to you about something about the morning of Pavilion.
Aye.
Tell them about the horn. The fucking
horn?
magical roll horn.
Roll. Oh, aye. In the
Oh,
spa,
so
because
it's-
it was a spa. Like we got our shit for the spa.
Aye, but like usually we would go in there and there'd be a bakery,
aye,
mind.
we were looking for like a cafe or something.
There
for the
used to be a
rolls
mad
and-
cafe that made you rolls and you'd sit in and all
human?
that. Aye, a human, mate. And we were like, where are the rolls? And we just seen this mad, like,
had-
now one of the heated, like,
just had packets. It's like the mad shiters.
the ones you
It's
get in like
a packet of
M&S
rolls.
garages.
They're
and that.
either already in a packet made up.
Aye.
Oh, get them out of my life, man.
And then we were like, oh, I don't know if I'll get that one. And he picked up that sausage. And then this mad horn came out the wall and that
Oh my God.
started like rearranging them. And he was like, I don't
Did
want
you not see the face or anything?
No,
Just
it
a
was,
mad horn.
it was
'Cause
like
we weren't expecting it, man. We just thought it was just rolls on a shelf. You know what I mean? Mad horn.
That's a
The other
horrible
side's
start to the
a
day,
dish
man.
in
he
a
was
whip,
like,
man.
I want to put that one that was the last one left or something. He was like, I want to put that there, and the horn came out and started moving them about. And he was pure like
Oh my God.
panicking
What
about
do you
it.
even do about that?
Sorry, man.
CT up in the game.
Mate, I'm mad unmasked. I'm a masked horn coming out of a wall, fiddling with food is insane.
How much can they no trust you to give you a windy at least, man? Or like, give you a
What,
win? That's like human
maybe
rights.
Maybe the guy's pure like deformed or something.
Aye.
Like,
they
he's pure
just wanna get
ugly
him.
as fuck. No, like we need to put him in a mad room.
But he's got a good arm.
Aye, he's
Everything
a
else-
heavy class at making rolls.
Everything else is fucked, but he's got one good arm.
Because he's got 2 heads and 4 arms. He's so good at rolls, mate. He just like does it like that. He's making 10 rolls at a time.
Computer, mate.
Exactly. Chat GPT or something.
Aye, but that morning I think we got a wee scran and we're like, right, let's do this. I drove down. We stayed sober.
Aye,
We stayed sober for that.
for the full day.
A part of me was what, because like I was like, do we drive? Do I drive down here? Is it a dumb? Am I going to get here? Because I know what I'm like 9 times out of 10 I'd be like, right, in that atmosphere I can't
get
but
a vodka, Red Bull
obviously
or
we'll
something.
get a drink.
Aye.
It just, I could see myself doing that.
Or like, because we didn't even smoke or nothing. Like we done nothing. We were like
Aye.
there, mate. We turned up like it was a shift, mate.
Profesh.
But you know, pure happy. Like I was imagining like getting a taxi up the road and that would have been murder.
Aye,
But
fuck
then
that.
see when we got there, do you know? I think it was pure good that like we drove in that because we were like went in the mad back. We're in the press box. and that.
Aye.
Like it was like a mad. It didn't feel like we were there going through the entrance.
Well,
pure-
we did. We actually didn't get in it first, mate. Did you remember that?
Aye, we get a barricade by fucking Jamie Kelly.
Aye, we rocked up to the gate, right? We rocked up to like the bit they told us to go through, like the
Production gate.
production or whatever. We're like, who the fuck are you?
Like,
Like, who the fuck are you? And we're like, Reilly's Gaff, Evan, Jamie, fucking 4 autistic boys. Like, Connor,
you know Reilly Gaff.
Reilly Gaff. He's like, what? Reilly's Gaff? But he's like, it was being
He's like,
sound.
he's like, "Give your full names,"
Aye.
and I was like, "Jamie Kelly, Evan," and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Evan." And he was like, "No, the first one." I was like, "Jamie Kelly," and he was like, "It's my name."
That is an insane start.
I've
innit?
never met another Jamie Kelly.
Did
in
you
my
feel?
life.
Did you feel it when he said it?
I fucking got a bit hard, bro. Obviously, I fucking went from flaccid to fucking solid and
You get
seconds.
erect for
Hearing my own name.
Jamie Kelly.
Ah, mate. See if I hear my own name. Oh. Right up there, bro. Okay, no, I fucking hate my name. But anyway, we ended up getting in, bro. We got in. We went round, we got a fucking press pass and that, and we started kicking about. You want to take your story on for there?
Well, bro. Well, we did get in eventually, but then we went in and I think Aye, first one was Hayley, wasn't it? First interview and that. Settling in, but you could tell it was going to be a good one. And then once it started filling up, man, it got mental, mate. Because we were obviously going about it first, just like, it was quite quiet, well, talking to some people and that. And as it filled up, man, I was like, at one bit, like, I don't even know if it's in it or no, but I know it won't be because it was just chaos. We went in the mid, it was starting to get busy, and I was like, it'll be class if we're stoning in the middle of it talking.
Like going, look what's around it, like, know what I mean?
Aye.
Like, hang with it. And then it was actual just like, I don't want to sound like a mad prick here, right? But we were getting like surrounded, weren't we? Oh,
Aye, because
I don't want to
mate,
sound
but-
like I'm pure being like,
no,
oh,
but
aye.
no, but a lot of the troops who were there will be watching this surely. So
Aye. And
like,
everything was brand new, like it was.
aye, it was sound. It was very chaotic at times, but it was sound.
Mate,
But
there
we
was
done
mad
it.
bits we try to get, like, we were doing mad, like, embarrassing shit, and cunts were just walking by, like, what are you doing? That, like, we were trying to be, obviously, because it might be funny, so we're like,
We're
lying down
here.
and dancing a bit, and that.
We're
Like,
meant to be cool,
aye.
and we're putting it on the line for you. We're risking our reputations every fucking week for yous.
Look at us!
Look at the state of us, too.
Look at us.
Look what you've done to us.
Fuck!
No, but
Fuck.
but we're there. And we're fucking. It was good though. Like a lot of people are coming up to us. The interviews, everything was good, man. I enjoyed. I did enjoy it. We done a long time though.
Aye, mate, we were there for, like,
It was like a 10-hour shift.
10 hours or something, mate, and it was like, it wasn't like, I think we had like an hour in the middle where we could sit down because we weren't wanting to miss anything.
Aye.
So that's why it's been ages to
Shout out
edit.
to Connor Reilly as well, who filmed
Mate.
it. Was what a fucking legend
Aye,
that
I
guy
was-
is, man.
Mate, he's so good, isn't he?
Mate, Connor. Right, I'm gonna give a wee. Give a wee teaser, a wee sneak, wee droplet of what we're going to talk about later on Patreon, right? But I remember like when we were in Mushtown, mate. Do you remember being in Mushtown, Joe? Do you remember it?
Mush-
Aye.
Oh.
No, well, it's a bit cloudy, man. It's
Aye.
a bit mushy.
Well,
Mushville.
I'm sure we'll get it back later on. But
Gonna
I
regress.
remember being fucked, bro, and going, how fucking class is Conor Reilly? And I was like, I'm going to phone him. I was actually trying to phone him. I was like, I need to talk to Conor.
At 3 in the morning or something.
Mate, but that, aye. Oh, we'll get on to that later.
Did you get a hold of him?
No, I don't want even on the mailbag, mate, I couldn't even fucking...
Right, we'll get on to
Aye,
that
I'll get
later
to
anyway.
that.
But aye, Connor was like amazing, mate. Turned up and he was fucking just on the ball, mate. He was getting shots at everything. And
We
just-
thought we rocked up pretty professional, Connor.
Mate, putting our wee mics on our chest. And all that.
Ah,
Mind all that shit,
Connor's
bro.
the boy, man.
Aye.
Connor, and Joe on the audio as well, Joe. His
Aye.
company does.
Joe done a great
Rolling
job
it,
as well, man.
Rolling the...
Rolling the wires
Cable,
up.
Oh.
just holding cables, man.
Maybe because we were making it
could have
hard
put
for
wires.
wireless.
What were you like? See during it, Joe. Like, what were you thinking? Obviously, it was a bit fucking wild for us. It must have been felt wild for you as well. But
It wasn't as bad as yours because cunts on up here. Like, I could just kind of do this with cables and shit on the
Aye.
side, but like.
But
it was
mate,
still-
cunts
it was
were
still-
noticing
I was-
you, but
cunts are tripping up on
Mate,
it now.
you're a
That's what
cult-
I'm trying to stop.
mate, you don't realise you're a cult hero, mate.
mate, a lassie came up to me and done the underrated one for Reilly's
Aye.
gaff, and I was like, me, and she was like, no, him. Like,
Aye,
and I
man,
was like,
Joe.
she was
Mate,
feeling like
Joe's-
he's better than you, not me. She was feeling like buzzing off Joe.
Joe's got a Reddit
Got
and
our
all
fans,
that.
man.
Aye, mate, he's got like
Exclusive
Reddit, he's got
fans.
fans. and shit.
Joe Garsk Reddit /Joe Garsk.
Legend.
Arsenators.
So, aye, the interviews with the troops was unbelievable. If you were in the video, if you even spoke to us and it wasn't in, because a few people have messaged saying, please do not put me in that. So I was like, you know what, we need to respect the troops.
Aye.
Look, I've got to say one thing, right? And if you're watching, you know, live fast, die young. We saved you, mate. We could
We
have
did.
done you, but we saved you.
I was going to message saying, hurry up, bro.
Aye, I know.
But anyway, so we'll try to get the DJ. We had a wee booth backstage to interview like you and me, Vicar, and that, but we try to get another couple.
Aye, well,
like,
we got Hayley, we got Miz came later, we spoke to Miz, spoke to Ewan, which was a great conversation.
aye, it was brilliant.
Good to get his thoughts sort of before it started and that. And then for there, it was just
Well,
kinda
Scream,
hard.
mate, Scream came in. You were away doing something. You were away panning man or something, bro, right? And Scream came in, and I was like, "Oh, what's happening, mate?" And he was like, "Oh, Jordan." And I was like, "No, it's Jamie." And he's like, "Oh, from Back to Back." And I was like, "No, from Reilly's gaff." And he was like, yeah. I'll see you later. And I was like, "Are you coming on today? 5 minutes, mind?" You were asking on me on Instagram. You wanted it, and on Instagram, and he was like, yeah. And he just walked away. And then what was it, Kate? I done again.
well, I tried to talk to Ketma, and I was like, Yeah, man, like, what?
Because he followed you.
Aye, but he just kind of like done this.
Shadow
box towards me, and then I didn't see him once, and then I just heard them playing, and I was like, "This is banging." I wish you would talk to us.
Come on.
Look,
I bet he said to me, the Kevin did say to me, "I'll come after 2 beers," and then I think he was nervous, bro. You know what it's like.
You know what it's like these, but mate, but weren't we saying like how funny it is, how that situation for us was just like so. Like the DJs that are playing must be so much more nervous than like us walking about with a do you know what I mean? Like just interviewing people. Were you not saying that? Like the difference in like stress level that we would feel, just like, there's loads of people out there, man. How you gonna do it? I'll just play songs.
But see, be fair, DJs can. If you're a good DJ, cunts will love it. Know what I mean? Like, because cunts are fucking funny, isn't it? Mate, just bang bins together up there.
That was me. See, when I went, I never knew who was playing once. Well, I would know, but like halfway through the night, if I'm ripping at my nut, I'd be like, what? Who? What?
Because they were all good though. Like it's like the DJs were all class, but I just mean like they just couldn't press play, didn't they?
But man, it was a class day, man. Everybody was sound. We loved it, and we would like to do more of that stuff, I would say.
I really enjoyed it. We do it, bro.
So what a day, man. And then wrapped it up, obviously, with more interviews, and then we Ewan played, and then we went home, mate. I drove us back home. I managed to stay completely sober the full day.
Mate, I didn't have one drink.
Did you know either? No. You actually did say I'm going to stand in solidarity. That is like a true brother, mate.
That's like, so, you wouldn't find that for Genghis Khan, bro.
Mate, blood brother, spot brothers, bro.
Exactly. So obviously the video's been out for like a week, so if you've not watched it, go and watch it, 'cause it was funny. Met some characters. But then we were shooting back to the caravan, mate. We stopped in to get some more provisions.
Remember what we bought?
What did we even buy?
We went in and like, it was such a weird feeling leaving, I think, because it was like, obviously I had in my head what I thought was going to happen before that, right, in terms of like what I expected it to be like. It was quite hard to picture, but obviously I had an idea in my head. But I think the whole thing, what we made, the whole experience, everybody, like people coming up to us and being just so like nice about the podcast, nice about us, like just
I made people saying mad shit that I was like, I can't even process that, man. Like, it was a mad wild feeling.
Weird. It was
and see when we go up to the co-op to grab the provisions, do you remember we could see the Ferris wheel in that? And it was like a mad like, we were doing there.
Mate, it was you in the movie, mate, riding the bike. That was the end.
And Coldplay tune players up. Raining in that. But so it was a pure wild feeling, bro, because I wasn't expecting like any type of...
I was so shattered. In that co-op, I remember like feeling shattered but buzzing at the exact same time. Like pure like a bit like whoa, but I knew we were going back for the main event, bro.
Oh mate, so
we drove back and
this is the madness, man.
This is the madness.
This is genuinely
how buzzing have we been
to talk about,
to be like, I can't wait till we can explain this.
Fucking Joe's in the pod and everything, mate.
Do you know what's wild, right? Just before we switch over to the Patreon, we're heading over there. And see, you know that this is the first time I've been way used to, like, sort of just us, like, do you know what I mean? Since that, and I feel like when I'm thinking about what we done,
it's easier to remember.
I'm remembering more, and I can feel it more.
Do you want to know why that is, bro?
Why?
Because consciousness isn't in your head; it's in the ether, and you tap into it, that frequency. So we're all together, helping each other. That's how it works, bro. Being serious, it's a bit hippie and that, but. We're going to talk about some fucking hippie ass shit now over on the bonus half hour.
Bye. I think we should head over now, troops. So if you're watching on YouTube, listening anywhere, thank you so much, troops. Bye.